Hey, what's the deal? That's your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag. You know what I mean? As of this recording right now, it is 12:50 p.m. August 6th, 2025. You know what I mean? And this is the first of three videos. Yes, three videos I'm doing for the day because I have a lot of shit to discuss. A whole lot. A lot. So AEW, right? AEW, which is basically the place that people think that WWE is competitive against, but you know, that's not even competition to WWE, especially now that WWE has a deal with ESPN for their streaming. So, I mean, come on, man. Like that's, like there is no competition at this point. WWE is way, way, way ahead of the curve at this point. It's at this point. It's at this point. So a lot of shit has come out in terms of the Hurt Syndicate and, potential problems in the locker room with AEW talent. So I just ate some food. So according to Fightful, it was reported that the Hurt Syndicate, specifically MVP, has been quote unquote rubbing people in the locker room the wrong way, right? With certain decisions that's being made. And then especially with Speedball Mike Bailey, right? Where they didn't say specifically what the issue is with Speedball, but apparently he does not like Speedball, right? He does not like Speedball. I mean, I don't like Speedball either. I'm not a drug addict. You know what I mean? I had to give a little joke there. But if you don't like the joke, fuck off. For whatever reason, there's an issue between MVP and Speedball, right? And I guess it's about, jet, not losing the jet speed or whatnot. They didn't say specifically what it was. But also in that same report, it stated that the Hurt Syndicate refused to lose to FTR at All In Texas, right? Here's the thing. This is what the fuck happens, and I got some words for Tony Khan. This is what the fuck happens when you give creative control to vets, right? These guys were ex-WWE guys, right? And so the fact that they got creative control, they basically taking full advantage of it. Oh, yeah. And that's another thing that people were complaining about. People were like, in the locker room, they were like, well, they're supposed to be, it's supposed to be heels. You know what I mean? They beat, they beat people up, do cool moves, and then they give fives, they give fives to the fans. That's not what heels do. Right? So, I mean, again, this is what the fuck happens when you give creative control to motherfuckers who are ex-WWE guys. Whose fault is that? Or this what happens when you give creative control, period. Period. You know what I mean? Like, people are going to take full advantage of it, right? And such. And look what happened. I mean, Mercedes is not the only one, right? John Moxley has full creative control, right? Adam Copeland has full creative control. Nobody wants to do business there. Nobody, right? And Tony Khan is a fucking pussy because Tony Khan is afraid to say something. He's afraid to get in the Hurt Syndicate's face and tell him, no, this is not the right decision. He's shook. He's afraid. You know why he's afraid? He's not a boss. He's not a fucking boss. He's a friend to everybody. Now, I mean, he's a fucking friend. He wants to be a friend to everybody, and he's a mark, right? And there's a difference between him and Triple H. And it's funny with MVP. I'm not even defending MVP, but it's funny that MVP says this because wasn't he talking shit about Triple H? Did he talk shit about Triple H? And look what happened, man. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Look what happened. Look what happened, nigga. Look what happened. But again, whose fucking fault is that? Whose fucking fault is that, bitch? Whose fault is that? Is that AEW's fault? Is it the Hurt Syndicate's fault? I mean, again, this is their fucking karma. This is clearly their fucking karma. You know, this is not the same company that it was back in 2019 when everyone had creative control and such, right? They at least had a whistleblower. Cody was the main whistleblower for AEW. Once that got taken away, forget about it. Because if Cody was in that situation, Cody wouldn't let that shit ride. He wouldn't. Cody's a boss, right? Cody is a boss, right? And he's seen this, and he's like, I don't want to be here. Fuck that. Now, I mean, Tony Khan is taking all the creative and making bullshit decisions and just letting people rock. Like, nah, fuck that. You know what I mean? And you see, and who knows, maybe there's more to this story than what we know. But I believe it. I strongly believe it. And I know there's going to be a lot more shit coming out. You see what I mean? What I'm talking about? They didn't want to put, the names that, from what I understand, did not want to get put. No. I was going to say something stupid. From what I understand, I think, they wanted to put younger talent over, right? I think Private Party was mentioned. So I'm not sure. Private Party is no longer with AEW. But, the fact that, the Hurt Syndicate is playing that creative control card now, I don't know, man. That tells you a lot, man. That tells you what's really going on with AEW, And this is why AEW is in the shit that it's in at this point. They're never going to grow as a business. Sorry, they're never going to grow. If you think they are, boy, you're smoking some good sherm. I was going to say schmern. Some good sherm. Anyway, I'm about to be out. I got a lot more videos I'm definitely going to be doing today. So I'm going to holler at y'all. All right?